It's Monday, July 8th, 2013. Let's talk about what happened this weekend over at xdadevelopers.com.
This episode of XDA Developer TV is brought to you by Sony Mobile and the new Sony Xperia Tablet Z, now on sale at store.sony.com/tablet. Be sure to check out Sony Mobile's YouTube channel at youtube.com/Sony Xperia Dev.
Developer World.
First up, something very cool and development related. One of the hot new things that has come with having devices that have an always-on, always-with-you GPS is geolocation-based games. I mean, things like Ingress really came around and took the world by storm, so it's not surprising that more games would be trying to utilize these same sort of technologies. But it may not be the easiest thing in the world to do. However, XDA forum member Robier has created an open-source geolocation library that you can utilize in Android-based games. It's made available through the Apache license, so you can use it for whatever you want, be it traditional open-source applications or commercial ones. So if creating a geographic-based game is something that you're interested in, definitely take a look at the thread over on the XDA portal. And speaking of interesting-looking applications, or at least pieces of them, as a lot of you guys have noticed, I've been really interested in more fitness-related things lately and apps related to fitness, so when I saw an app pop up on the portal this weekend that is related to fitness, I had to talk about it. XDA forum member AggieDev has created an application he's calling Scientific 7-Minute Workout, where essentially he takes the results of a scientific study and has applied them into a 7-minute workout. And it's really more of a 6-minute workout with 5-second pauses in between the different exercises. Looking at the exercises very quickly at the free version of the application, it seems pretty straightforward. These are things that you would do in any sort of traditional workout, but it crams them all into a small amount, a high-intensity cardiovascular training regimen, and it's something that you can do multiple times over and over again in a row, so that it's not just 7 minutes, but you can do it for 14, 21, 28 minutes, if that's something that you're interested in, to really get your heart rate going and burn all that fat. So if you're interested in a quick little one-off app to help you lose a little bit of weight, and actually, like I said, there's a free version and a relatively inexpensive paid version available, go ahead and take a look at this one. From what I understand, the paid version gives you the ability to log the workouts that you've done and gives you some sort of a vocal feedback, some sort of a vocal coaching to let you know how you're doing or let you know how far along you are, things like that. Personally, I've looked at the free version just a little bit. It looks like a very nicely hollow-designed app, so I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and give it a try myself and just see how it works out for me. Personally, I tend to spend most of my time running and not so much doing weightlifting or exercises or things like that yet, but this might be the good way to make the sort of transition for me. And again, keeping in that same vein of applications, that seems to be the theme for today, or at least the theme for the weekend. Quite a while back, Samsung put out a weird, off-the-wall kind of device that a lot of people like and a lot of people don't. The Samsung Galaxy camera was one of the earliest ones of its kind. Essentially, it's an Android phone with a nicer lens on the front of it and camera controls. So it's not entirely a phone, it's not entirely a camera, it's sort of a weird hybrid of the two. Well, the one thing they did on top of that, they put TouchWiz and they put their own camera application and everything to make it very Samsung TouchWiz-esque. Well, XDA senior member Last Standing Droid has gone ahead and taken that camera and ported it over to work on the Samsung Galaxy S4. He's got it doing a bunch of different features that the Galaxy camera could do before, things like taking photos and videos, using the flash, autofocus, preview, beauty face, which I seem to remember talking about when I talked about the Galaxy camera, slow and fast motion, which I don't think the stock camera app can do, I'm fairly certain about that one, and working with the both front and rear camera, which is actually something that the Galaxy camera could not do because I don't remember it having a rear-facing camera. Maybe, again, I'm mistaken there. Still very much a work in progress, but if it's something you want to try out on your Galaxy S4 or maybe see if you can port it over to something else, that would be awesome. Go ahead and give the forum thread a look. And finally, to wrap things up, there were two other videos posted to XDA Developer TV this week, and one I forgot to talk about on Thursday because I made the video entirely too early because of the lighting situation. The first one posted on Thursday was an Android app review done by TK talking about a game actually instead of an app, specifically Shooting Club 3, Zombies Attack. Very, very cool. Love to see zombie stuff being represented on Android. And the two videos Jace posted this weekend, more developer-related stuff, specifically why new developers fail, which actually is a topic that can be applied to a lot of different facets of life, where you jump into something and you don't immediately succeed at it, so you give up, or you aren't willing to keep putting in that effort and so you end up failing. Check out that video for a lot of good information on that subject. And the video from Sunday talks all about being too old to be a developer, or more to the point, how older techie type people can get back into development, how they can jump into development if you have a technical background and you just want to try something new. But anyway, that's going to be all from me for today. As always, click that like button down below if you like this video, and subscribe to receive our content if you have not already, and if you would like to receive it as soon as it becomes available. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again on Friday.